His wife succumbed to injuries caused by explosion which occurred while she was burning some waste material inside the compound of the neighboring house, which was recently vacated. Investigation remains in full swing is what the Manipur police says, and the source of explosion will be ascertained only after receiving the report from forensic units. Well, to talk more on this, decode this, albeit with a nuanced perspective, Deputy Managing Editor, News 9 Live, Kartike Sharma joins us on the broadcast. Kartike, we've been talking about vested interests. We've been talking about rampant use of arms and ammunition. I mean, it's no surprise that an explosion word is going to be, simply linked to some sort of crude bomb or some, IED explosive because of, the modern warfare that is going on, accompanied with guerrilla warfare. But now that the police has clarified, how does one look at this latest development? They've gone on to say, Manipur cops have gone on to say that please do not link this particular explosion with the ethnic strife that is ongoing. How are you looking at these developments?
I think Manipur government is trying to say two things. The Manipur police, that one, please do not link it with communal violence that is taking place. It's not an incident of a targeted attack towards a particular community. That is one. And I think the second line which the Manipur police had taken is that in fact she was trying to burn some material in a neighbor's compound and the blast took place. And that is how she died. Now, there are two things there. One, yes, if we go by the statement of the Manipur police, saying that it's not a communal event, it's not a targeted killing, it's not as if someone actually went after the particular person, the former MLA's wife, then the larger issue which confronts the administration is that how come explosives are lying around in people's civilians' compound? You see, this is something which a lot of people from security forces, retired officers, have said that the real problem now emanates from the fact that the weapons are free floating in Manipur. You see, not only bullets and guns were taken away. When the armories were looted, you had sniper weapons, you had grenades, you had various stun weapons that were stolen. So if this is explosive that has been stolen, then I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all because it means that the recovery has not taken place. Someone must have got it, someone must have discarded it in a dump and gone away. So if someone has discarded a weapon or a ammunition or Semtex or some sort of an ammo which burst, then it just goes on to tell us that the operation which is in existence or the police drive which is in existence to retrieve stolen weapons needs to do more. They have more challenges to overcome. They have more weapons to recover because unless and until this recovery is not done, one, these deaths would continue to take place, in which this is very tragic. Someone burning trash, not realizing that there's ammo out there. And secondly, they will be used to target other communities. So it's a clear reminder of the fact that one of the most problematic aspects of violence in Manipur, apart from drug trafficking, poppy cultivation, or illegal immigrants, is also homegrown, which is when, the state was not able to prevent armories from looted. And when the armories got looted, the weapons went out. And this is this death is a reminder of that loot that took place at various levels.
Seems like, Kartike, seems like collateral damage because you have the security forces that are out there to get the weapons back. These armories were looted back in the day. And, each and every passing day, you'll have one of the other, social media platforms where Manipur police will show you the kind of guns that they've, recovered, so on and so forth. There are several nakas and checkpoints also, security forces taking a look at what Manipur police calls fringe and vulnerable areas. So the government on the ground and the police on the ground are trying to do as much as they can, but it again goes on and tells us that the armories that were looted back in the day, the extent, the expansion of which, the magnitude with which this loot was carried out, it seems like they emptied the entire barrack.
You see, that couple of things here, it's very complex. In the initial days of violence, when the armories were looted, a lot of people from the valley community say they were looted because the valley people felt that, they are very vulnerable. And because of common ethnicity, somehow the resistance was not fierce. And hence, it made it easier for people to get away with the guns. That is one part. of the issue. The second part of the issue is, will they be surrendered? I don't know, because the anxiety and the tension and the violence still exists in Manipur. So I don't know whether people will willfully surrender it or not. Third aspect is, what do you do with a sniper, things like sniper guns or AK-47? Sometimes you sell it. So there's a strong probability that you'll find these weapons across the border. You sold it. You sold it for the money because economic activity has come to a halt in Manipur. It's not what it used to be. It's erratic. If I say that the economic activity has become erratic in Manipur. So these are very, very complex issues. So, sometimes a very small issue like this one, in which a person dies as a collateral damage because she was burning garbage and then you had ammo, reflects the entire complexity of the situation. So this death in Manipur, the Manipur police has clarified, which is notable, that it's not a communal attack, but it is a reflection of the complex situation in Manipur right now. If we are to find ammo in the garbage dumps, then it's really, really problematic.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm glad that there was some sort of clarification by the police that there is not a direct link with the ethnic strife and this explosion. But then again, pertinent questions that Karthikeya, you've pointed out. I mean, it's as simple a thing as burning garbage outside your own house can kill your life because there's a live ammo explosion out there. Of course, investigation still going on. Let's not jump the gun here. Very quickly, before we wrap this segment out, just if you could very quickly throw some light on the fact that you yourself spoke to N. Biren Singh, vested interests are being spoken about, and just yesterday, there was a drive carried out against poppy cultivation, about not using drugs in various schools. So, talking about the way forward, the movement forward, recoveries are being done. There is a war against drugs, but then again, you have these little skirmishes happening at various fringe and vulnerable points. Where are we headed? More than a year after when these strikes began.
I think what is required was like a Jiribam sort of a solution. But the problematic aspect is that once Jiribam peace process yielded results, the larger communities, they dissolved the local office. So I feel that more Jiribam sort of smaller peace conclaves or the peace treaties need to be signed by both Manipur government and the various CSOs. The failure of Jiribam also reflects that which Biren Singh said, that there are vested interests which are opposed to peace in Manipur. It is for this reason they did not allow peace treaty in Jiribam to survive. He said this in the floor of the House. He has said this in multiple forums, that there has to be some sort of a give and take. Absolute boycott will not work. There is no denying the fact that the Kuki community faces a lot of othering. And the Kuki community faces the charge of facilitating illegal immigration. Their point is also correct that they are not responsible for the border. The border forces are responsible for keeping illegal immigrants out. If they are illegal immigrants, then it is the job of the border forces to pull them away, not the community. But then, it's like, this is like a hindsight wisdom. What it has done is that it has built a lot of suspicion between two communities. It's an old story, but I would say that the new beginning can only be made in smaller portions, not in a big portion, in my opinion.
All right, then. Many thanks, Karthikeya, for helping us put this into perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to slip into a quick commercial break here. On the other side, what's happening on the streets of Bangladesh? Well, let's find out. Keep it with News9 Live.
Have not quite lived up to their pre-tournament billing, delivering a series of less than convincing performances. For 2 draws and a solitary win.
Your son will be Messi. No studies, just football all day. Go, my son, go. Make my face shine through playing football.
Not only your face, but also the country's. I will conquer the world by playing football. Come, let's go to Germany.
World's largest football talent hunt, News9 Indian Tigers and Tigresses. In association with DFB Pokal, Bundesliga, BBB and India Football Center. Train and play matches in Europe. Register now and fly to Germany. IndianTigersandTigresses.com.
Hey, careful, huh? My daddy got it from abroad. Hey, disaster! How will you pay for the loss now?
In stock market, you should take risk as per your capacity and knowledge. Trade in options very carefully.
Wow, Dikra! Absolutely perfect. Take risk with full understanding.
Fast.
My God, isn't she your daughter?
Yes.
She's playing football. This is boys' game. Make her study. If she doesn't get a good job, she will get a good match. Will you win the world by playing football?
Yes, auntie. My daughter will win the world by playing football.
Let's go to Germany.
World's largest football talent hunt, News 9 Indian Tigers and Tigresses. In association with DFB Pokal, Bundesliga, BVB and India Football Center. Train and play matches in Europe. Register now and fly to Germany. IndianTigersandTigresses.com.